Notice? Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy D Murph, and I'm excited about tonight. So tonight, we're doing something that we've been wanting to do. As you can see beside me, there is the lovely
As you can
Stephanie.
see beside me, there is.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm just checking.
So okay, so Instagram, we're actually streaming from both Instagram and we're on YouTube as well. So if you want to go over to YouTube and view as well, we're at D Murphy Music. Come over and let's what's good. Hey, Chantel, what's up, sis?
Hey, Chantel.
Let's definitely introduce herself now. Okay, all right.
I am Steffi Murph.
Let me fix. Yes, so we are here. We are here. We're up. We're live. We're ready. And tonight is good. Sheldon, Wagwan, brother.
Shelly.
So I'm excited about tonight. Tonight conversation is going to be one that I had to bring my other half on here so that we could express some of the stuff. So tonight's
I'm just trying to send out.
topic is called wins and losses.
I'm trying.
Anyways, so you see, so Chantal, you see why I'm the one. It look like some talk too much, but I'm the one talking a lot because
I'm doing the background work, right?
Miss producer over here is doing a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm trying to do the background work. The background work is very important. Yeah.
Anyways, so tonight we have some stuff that we want to get into, some stuff that we probably, we've never actually gone live and talk about certain things before. And the most amazing part for me is she don't even know what I'm going to ask. But it's fine.
I don't know why I'm always in this predicament.
It's not a
Because
predicament.
You do it all the time.
Because it's fun.
Okay.
We're the spontaneity. If you know everything that's going to happen, sometimes you have to catch up on your toe them and catch you off guard and them stuff. Right? Right. So tonight guys, we want to go through some stuff that we would consider pivotal moments in our life that could either make or break us.
Right.
And so first let me ask, how are you doing, my love?
Well, I'm good. I have a lot of meetings today. And if my peeps them from work watching, they can realize that I left work, meeting, and come back home. Pretty much another meeting.
Okay, so
It was a good day. Hectic but good.
okay, so kids them didn't go to school today, but they went to school online because of what's it, PEP. They have the PEP is taking place at school, so of course they shut down the school so the kids can focus. So, but we are here tonight. We're off to a late start because we're trying to get everything up and running, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff. However, like I said, we are streaming live on YouTube as well. So please feel free to go over and check it out. If it's much more suitable for you there, then you can do that. But if not, Instagram, we are still here tonight. So let's boogie. All right.
Alright. So what do you have planned now for me?
What I have plans for? Okay.
Mhm.
I have a lot of things planned for you.
I'm trying to stop.
But let me ask. If you were, let me word it properly. if you had the opportunity to marry again, would you marry me?
A joke. I'm just kidding. Of course, I couldn't do life without you.
Yeah, take a little bit too long to answer the question. That's all me I say. I take too long to answer the question.
Oh, yes, I would. I would marry you again.
Oh, you have to speed up the answer, man. You can't not the pause them and them something there. Now work well with my heart. So you have to, you know?
Osh.
Anyways, so here inside of Freedom Wednesdays, as you guys know, we like to be as transparent as we can. So we started a YouTube channel that's called Life with the Murphys. And so we took a break from that, just because things were getting a little bit hectic. So we took a little bit of a break from that, but we are still very much into it and will be reposting soon. So my question to you though is, because tonight we're talking about wins and losses.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a time or give me an incident or something that took place in our marriage that you considered that you would consider to be a challenging moment, like a moment that we lost out on, or we could have lost, or marriage even.
I think that was before we got married.
Mm-hmm.
Before we got married.
Before we got married.
Because we almost didn't get married.
Yes. Your boy was fretting.
I'm not talking about close to the wedding day, no. I'm talking about months before, the challenges that we have. We had, because we were coming from two different backgrounds. And for me, that was critical because it kind of put us in a place to make a decision.
Yeah.
And I think that was our biggest challenge, where we are from two different denominations, and certain questions were posed to us and stuff like that, and we had to go through a period where we had to make a decision.
Yeah.
Right? And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but here we are today, almost 12 years later, still counting. Right? That was like,
yeah,
one of them moments the way I said, all right,
it might not work.
It might not work, so just toughen up yourself, because
but
this might be a loss.
But during that time and during that season, we had some pivotal persons that helped us through some of the stuff that we were going through. For example, or one of our premarital counselors was pivotal during that season, that we could call on, that we could rely on, and that would give us good counsel, not just for what we wanted to hear, but that would give us good counsel to let us know that, hey, you need to stop this, hey, you need to XYZ. And so we had a balance in the conversation. It was not just about how I feel about it or how you feel about it. We had a balance. We were able to.
I mean, anywhere Sister Mac is.
Yeah.
We call her Sister Mac. I think she's Pastor Mac.
Big up yourself, Sister Mac.
Right? but she played a big role, you know, in our counseling, because the counseling was, I think, the breaking point now to say, okay, if this is going to work, yes or no,
Yeah.
right? And what we did, we went to an independent counselor, not from both of us.
Which I think was important.
Right.
Which was very
Sometimes
important.
you need to go to somebody who is not your pastor, is not my pastor, somebody who don't know you at all.
Yeah, to give you give you unbiased perspective on some of the stuff that you're dealing with, that you're going through.
Right. And that really helped us a lot to make a conscious decision in what we're actually going to do, right? And that really helped our situation, because at one point I was like, all right, yes, you know, this might not work, and yeah, if it don't work, I have to accept the fact that, all right, we try and it don't work.
Yeah, that was true.
I don't know how well. No, I'm looking back, I'm thinking that what would have happened if it didn't work, you know? But hey, I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't about all that. But yeah.
It listen, there is something real scary about I've never been so scared in my life when we got to the point where we literally could lose out, like, or you know, she could decide that, listen, my pastor is saying something and she not for it, so she not sticking around. And how and here's the crazy part about it, you know, I had to sit in a meeting and one of my leader was saying something, and then I didn't speak up at the time, and so she saw it as like, you sat there and let them talk there so about can't do this and can't do that, and so you didn't say anything about it, eh? So you're gonna be, when we get married, you're gonna make people say anything and then, you know, say nothing about it, you're not gonna defend me. And I was like, yo, Jesus.
It was really rough. I don't think we had ever talked after all of that happened.
About it.
We have never spoken about it, because after all of that, when we went to the independent counselor, and we spoke about it there, I think we just leave it right there, so, and that was it. We didn't revisit the situation or anything, because I mean, after you go through, well, I mean, Sister Mac counseling was very rigid.
Yeah.
After you go through that, there was nothing to talk about, because you pretty much, each of us get a chance to say our piece, and we left it on the table right there.
Yeah.
So I think today is the first we're talking about it
Yes, actually.
after 12 years.
Whew.
First we're actually talking about it.
Lessons to the Mervyn family. Okay, so I am definitely one of the there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have not dived into online, and so we one of the most challenging times that I found was when my wife was not doing well. See, you get married and you in your mind you're like, okay, it's bliss, it's gonna be sunshine
Hey, Omar.
and rainbow, it's gonna be, just honeymoon. And then life happen. Then when life happen, you're like, so you tell me, say, before we got married, we almost didn't because of some issues that we had. And then we got married. And then when we got married, I started traveling.
So the first 3 years of marriage, or four, first three going into the fourth year of marriage, we were pretty much not living together.
Yeah,
We were living together part-time because he will go away for 3 months and then him come back for another 3 months and then him go away again and then him come back again and him go and I like, oh God.
the life of a traveling musician.
Right. And what I will find within that 3 months when he's at home, like will butt head. And I'll be like, this man now go back to him yard or something. Because here am I, young, just got married. I'm supposed to be learning my husband and stuff. But I'm pretty much living a single life because when he's not there, I don't need to be cooking and doing all of that. Spend most of my time at work. So by the time I reach home, just bathe and go to my bed. And I was good with that.
Yes.
I was good with that because I was in my own space, right? Doing my own thing. Didn't have my mother to call me and say, Stephanie, you're not coming home from work or whatever, because I moved out of my mother's house when I got married. So it was, if I want to go home and eat my favorite thing, which is cornflakes, I just do that, right? And that was good for me. And if I want to go home and just watch a movie, and them time that I had never have no kids, I was living the life, right? And when my husband come back home now, that's where the problems start because, well, I can't talk for him, he have to talk for himself. I'll be like, no, this is how I do things when I'm at home, and he do things different. So we would butt heads a lot.
Yeah, and I think it's because when you get married to somebody, you really don't get every part of them one time. It takes time to peel back. It takes time to unveil certain things. And so when being able to hop on a plane and gone for 2 or 3 months, there was a level of freedom in it. So you get married, but then them said distance makes the heart grow fonder. So in my mind, I say, all right, cool. So when she gone, when we fly out and when we come back in, pay loving, good sex and all them things there, and we call it worship.
Agent.
And then I come back home and everything's supposed to be good and nice and dandy and all them stuff, and I realized I'd come home and some of the times we butt heads a lot because, as she said, we butt heads a lot because she is married but living single, which means she don't have to have a husband to give account to physically at home. When she come home, she can just come home and just go sleep if she wants. She don't have to cook no dinner. She don't have to do all them stuff. So when I come back home and I'm like, I have an expectation. She's like, when you go again? you go again. And so after 3 years of that, I had to make a decision that, okay, you know what, I need to slow down on the traveling. I need to not. I'm not single anymore. So and I need to learn my wife because if I don't, I might lose her. And so I did that. And we had some amazing times. We got to learn each other. We got to and let me say what I said first before before we read your comment because you just sound like drama, Chantel. Um,
Yes, Chantel.
so I got to learn her, and I got to um, be able to grow with the person that you marry. You understand? So that was a plus for us. Now, as you know, tonight we're talking about wins and losses. I would say um, one of the ways in which I think that we probably lost out on was time.
Yeah.
We had set out our goals. Marriage is like an onion, it makes you cry. There are lots of layers, but when you add it to the meal, it enhances the meal. So good. You see, I love the way you talk like so you can cook, I just listen, my girl, I love the way you talk like
I
you can
trouble
cook.
Chantel.
But you are so right. And so I find that it is so important that when you set out your goals and you have your plans as a couple, we've got to not just set the goals but set a time frame for it and actively pursue it. We had a few hiccups and a few times we had to start over, selling our furnitures and move back with parents, and then having to go back out on the road again and to rent property again and all them stuff until the time come for us to purchase something of our own. But I like to think that it is all a part of our journey, all a part of our
It's all a
story.
part of growing up. Them says 7 times rise and fall, right?
Seven times fall, 7 times rise.
Right. On your journey, there are going to be different things that you will have to do. And if that include starting over again, if that include cutting back on certain things, you're going to do what you need to do to survive,
Yeah.
right? So, and I mean, there are certain things that people will say, oh, me, no, never, I will never do certain things. But in life, to get to where you want to go,
Yeah.
you'll have to give up some stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Well said.
You'd have to give up some stuff.
So, we had some challenges, and some of those challenges were, can we talk about a vehicle? Can we talk about your first car?
Ah. Oh, yes.
Listen.
Shelly,
Okay.
listen to me. You see, in that 3 years that doing traveling and going back and forth, that car broke down for me, see, man. Rain, shine, that car breakdown. And
Yep.
I'm no mechanic. My father is a mechanic, but I am none. And I just come out of the car, throw up the bonnet, and then they are fingle with wire. I don't know what I do, but it work. It work. Car start back, go home. It work.
See, and then the crazy part about it is, I would be in another country, and so I couldn't help at that time. Luckily, because she's a female, of course, when men see her on the side of the road with bonnet open, of course, they'll offer to help. Now, when I'm home and the car broke down. I don't have the same luck. I don't have the same luck unless it's somebody who a pass where I try, me say me can make a $2,000 for a brother and got you and thing. I don't have no pretty smile to give nobody. But
Sir.
but what I will say is that within the first couple years of our marriage, we were just joking about it the other day. We didn't have like cable. We didn't have like a television of our own.
We never have internet.
We didn't have internet.
People say Mr. Rushton. Mr. Rushton gave us internet.
Free internet.
Free internet.
But we had to go through. We just got married. We didn't have no big budget
No.
and them thing there. So we literally had to make it work. And that's one thing with us. We lived within our means because wherever the budget stopped.
That's where it broke.
If when we didn't have no pitney, we didn't have any children. We were just talking about this couple days ago. Our food budget
Was $10,000.
was about $10,000. Now that we have pitney,
God.
our food budget flipple times that now.
Triple,
Flipple. It flipple times that now.
Triple, whatever you want to call it.
But I've learned to appreciate those moments where we got to know each other because there were no cable and unless it was TVJ and so where you catch up on antenna one or a clothes hanger on the back of the TV.
We got a DVD and we watch every African movie you can
Yeah.
think about.
When we were able, I think we bought a DVD.
Yes. So we were watching. We had local station, of course, but
When the
Watch
antenna
your
positioned
DVDs.
correctly. When the antenna positioned correctly, we get our local, TVJs are always a better, better quality than CVM. I'm me say it, I just saw it go. So with the antenna, we got a little bit of stuff, but then we also got to really spend time together, get to know each other
yeah.
much more.
And I don't know, but we used to chat a lot. We'd have enough something to chat about. A whole host of things. Half of them, I don't know.
I cannot tell you what we
talking
spoke about.
But we entertain ourselves. We talk a lot. Discuss a lot of things. Write down a lot of plans. I mean, there's 2 plans that we said that we want to accomplish. Well, more than 2, but we're putting into babies. I wanted to start having children when I was 30, or what age were married again?
27, 26.
So yeah. And that was 4 years in the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So we had our first child when I was 30 and the second one when we were 35. And if me didn't know that at this age, me start earlier.
But see, I don't regret it because I got the opportunity to get to know her, and I got to spend time with her. Cause when them two they come through, man, me literally have to have fight for my bed nowadays, Cause we're down here in the living room, and then when I'm ready to go to my bed, I'm gonna go upstairs. The two of them take over my bed. Me have to resort sometime. Can't fight. All the time. Sometimes when I'm too tired, I'm just going off in them bed, go lay down. Sometimes mommy will come over as well. But we got to learn each other. We got to know each other, and so we it was a blessing being able to get to know each other on those levels, because we developed a friendship before we even started dating. We had a friendship, and like Steph said, we would talk. I would talk throughout the day on MSN. we while she's at work and I'm at work, we're typing, and then when she leaves work, she call me. Cause you used to have 3 minutes.
Yes.
You used to have 3 minutes back in
Cable
days
and
there.
wireless,
Yes,
3
man.
minutes.
So she called me, and then she came to where I was working. Wait for me. I walk her to the bus stop. She got on the bus. Some of the times when I'm on my way home, we're talking. When I got home, we were talking same way. We said, all right, give me 2 minutes, and then we're gonna eat some food, and we start talk again until we fall asleep. And then she would have say, babe. And it used to upset me spirit. She would say, I would say to her, all right, babe, go on sleep. And she'd say, no, man, I want to talk to you. No, man, I want to talk to you. And I'll say, all right, babe, cool. And I'll start a conversation until me hear. So, of course, I'm messing to myself. She snore upon me. So I hang up the phone. As soon as I hang up the phone, brrrring, she call back. Why you hang up the phone? Cause babe, you're asleep. You're asleep, babe. So just go sleep, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Much love. Alright? No, I want to talk. I'm not sleeping. I promise you, I want to talk. I'm like, alright, cool. Start the conversation again in a man. I'm like, you must sleep on me again.
I was asleep, I know, trust me.
Exactly. So when she did that, I was like, you know what? Yo, listen, don't call me back. Talk to you tomorrow, don't call me back. So even when she would have called me, I say, no, I'm not start no more conversation with you. Go on your bed, go sleep. I'm just stay on the phone until I say, all right, cool. I'm just stay on the phone. And so said, within 30 seconds, I don't hear nothing. I say, babe, I don't hear nothing. Steph, I don't hear nothing. Babe, I don't hear nothing. I say, wait 5 more seconds. I'm like, babe, man. So,
oh God.
But that was the friendship that we have, that we had and still have now. I tell her all the time, I can't wait for the day when she can come work for me or work with me. And we get to spend every minute of the day together. Possibly. She's not somebody I get bored of. She's not somebody I get tired
I
of.
don't get any nerves.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
I get any nerves?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You're a woman. That's a given. but even in those moments, it does not mean I don't want you near me. It does not mean I don't want you around me. It does not mean I don't want to talk to you. Because anything at all that happen in my life, you're the first person I think about calling. If I go through the day, I'm gonna hear from you. I'm kind of begs come and say, yo, so you just gonna work and just you don't call me. Like me not dep on your mind, none at all. So me take offense to them something there. Cause you dep on my mind. So if me not dep on your mind, me I wonder, me I said to myself, no man, what one?
Don't blame me though for that.
What one? Me no business who they in front of you. Me for dep on your mind. In a perfect world, but we do understand. We do understand. So they another. Here comes the rain again. So another yeah. So another pivotal moment in our life was looking for a house. No, I see a whole bunch of stuff online where people looking for houses and people like, yo, this is bananas. This is like, yo.
It was God's grace though.
Trust me, it was just God. Like we passed this place and we were like, and she was like, do you don't want us to go look over there? And I'm like, but that, nope. And so we passed and we go look at a whole bunch of other places.
And it was Horrible.
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 I'm like,
Jesus.
and the
Horrible.
money that they were going for.
A lot of money. And they were like almost 80% of the houses that we look at were fixer-uppers.
Yeah.
And they were fixer-uppers. The price was high. And then you have like 20 people or more looking on the same property.
Yeah.
So it was rough. But funny enough, for this property, we I swear I saw it. I saw it on Property Ads JA. Right. When I saw it, I was like, them house they go really, really fast. So I have to move quickly. And I called the lady, not knowing that I actually know this lady personally because she is one of our bankers at work. Right? Now, because based on how her name is, she have like a double barrel name. So, like she named Tony Ann, and the person who I'm talking to is Tony, right? Now, I call this person not knowing that, okay, this is the actual person that I know, talking to the person, getting the address. When we came and we do the viewing, the person, she did not come to the viewing. Her partner came. So I didn't see her. I didn't see her none at all, right? We view the place, love it, call her back, tell her, all right, we're going to discuss it and make her offer. By the following week, we make her offer. No, when I call her to tell her about the offer, and the funny thing is that when me and her normally talk, we talk on our company CUG. And now we are calling on our private phone. So her number would have never come up in my phone, and my number would have never come up in a fair phone because we normally talk on the CUG.
Yeah.
Right? But when I call her back now, make her the offer, she said that I know this voice, but in my head I was like, I was talking to you about a week ago.
Yeah.
On different occasions. So I'm thinking that, yeah, my voice, come call you already.
Yeah, from that.
Not knowing that she know my voice because we are familiar. Right? So this was what? Like the Wednesday, call her, she said that, okay, she have some other persons to view. And she's going to allow them to view. I was like, oh God, why? And some of these persons were cash persons. Lord, so I have to go down to the prayer now. Come and say, Jesus, these cash people coming to take what's mine. Right? And a thing happened that I will never expect to happen.
Yeah.
So I spoke to her the Wednesday, and the lady died on the Saturday over the weekend. No, Monday morning when she said I should call her back, I'm calling down her phone and no answer, not knowing that this person has passed on. Right?
How long was it? We tried consistently. Reaching
about a month.
We tried consistently trying to get back to the person.
Or maybe about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Because I'm calling her, and I was like, why she don't just answer me and tell me, say,
if it gone or
It gone.
they,
No,
they
in
took a
my
different
mind,
route.
in my mind, I was thinking that okay, all right, it gone. But I said, no, man. Based on how I talk to this person, I don't think she is going to just
give
don't
it up
answer
like that.
my call.
Yeah.
Just answer my call and say that, you know, it gone. No, I start to find myself praying for this person over and because I said, no man, something wrong. Maybe something wrong with our son. Something wrong. Because in my spirit I just feel like I said, something is wrong with this lady.
Yeah.
I'm there to pray for the lady. Right? No. After 2 weeks I decided, alright, you know, continue the house hunting because this property gone. And one of my co-worker, she knew that we were looking, so she just come to the office to find out, you know, how everything going and stuff. And while talking to her, I realized that, hold on. Because at that point, I know that my rep had passed. And I said, hold on. I wonder if Tonian is Tony.
Yeah.
Right? And I just took up the phone and I called the other rep and just say, is so-and-so have a house in so-and-so? And she said, yes. And I could not believe that the person that I'm talking to for about a week on the phone is the same person that I knew.
Yeah. Bizarre.
It was so weird. No. This, in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh. This dead now because the lady gone. The lady passed. But when God is in the vessel,
Yeah.
there is nothing that is impossible for him to do. Because what I did, I went on Facebook and I looked for her partner. Funny enough, I only know how her partner look, and I know his
Last name.
last name. I know his last name and I know how him look. I found him, find which part him work, get him number, and I call him. And he actually said yes, she told me that she was going to sell you guys the property. And that was it. From there, everything. He said, can you guys wait until the funeral? I was like, yes, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and funny enough, she was also my rep. So
Yeah.
it was just a coincidence. But how God just work it out. So sometimes we think that our situation died. But it is not died because there's nothing that is impossible for God to do.
And not just that. Even in the midst of finding out that okay, the lady that we just talked to, that just said okay, I basically made a promise that okay, I'm gonna give you the house at XYZ price, and like three days later they pass, and it kind of takes it back to alright, look, does anything come easy? Like it seemed as if every time we were about to progress, something comes into play. Some sort of hiccup, something come to trip you up, or something come to cause doubt in your mind. And so even on this point, sometimes we've got to push past even our own doubt that we struggle with.
After 2 weeks, we kind of give up and stop call.
Yeah, because we're thinking that all right,
She get
cool.
also somebody else and she not
We've been
answer her phone.
searching for house. We've been searching, and then when we finally find one that we can see ourselves in, it's like, okay, here it comes again. Here comes the disappointment. Here comes the obstacle. Why she choose to pass just when she?
It's funny, but it wasn't funny then.
But it just goes to show you that whatever is for you cannot be unfor you. Because as
I'm, every now and then I think about the situation, and I said it was just God.
yeah,
Because even when I thought that, all right, this gone,
yeah,
this dead, and I start to search for the other person now, right? The other owner of the property, and I don't know the person name. I just know the person look,
yeah.
right? Thank God for Facebook.
But see, it goes to say that we have to remain faithful, and we have to hold our faith dear to us. I have this saying that I keep telling myself for the past couple of months, and I've been writing as well. And it just says, when you can't see his hands, trust his heart. So when you can't see how he's moving, and the provision and the protection that he is providing physically, you cannot see it. All you see is the obstacle, all you see is the hiccups, all you see is the no's, or all you hear is the no's, and you don't realize that it is his hands that is guiding you and saying, okay, you don't need this, no, this is not for you, and saying, these people, they're not for you. It is his hands guiding you. So when you cannot see his hands, just trust his heart and know that he has the best intentions for you. When I believe that when we do that, we won't spaz out, and we won't create temper tantrums, and we won't, act a fool and
feel depressed and stressed and just feel like nothing is happening for us. Because if we don't trust, trust is difficult to do. Yes, as Christians we say, yeah man, I trust God. Oh, I trust him. But trusting him and leave it in his hand is the most difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
For 2023, I said to myself that I am not going to pray and say, God, give me any more strength and faith, and no, I'm just going to pray and ask God that, God, I just want to live for you, and that's it. Because it's the moment I start say, God, I want to be strong,
here comes hell.
just know that some struggles are going to come your way. Right? And I said, God, this year I've been through enough to know that you are enough. So I just want to live, Lord. Right?
Yeah.
But in that living, in me saying that, I had to now tell myself that I am going to trust you totally.
Yeah.
There are some things that I want God to deal with, and boy, no happen, I get antsy. And it was when in March or April I decided, all right, back off, because God timing and your timing is two different timing.
Yeah.
Right? And God do things in a theme one time, not in your time. You need to sit down and wait.
Yep.
When he thinks that it is fit for him to move or to shift whatever needs to be shifted, that's when he stepped in.
Yeah.
When you release the rope and say, I can't pull this weight, you have to do that. That is when now he is going to say, all right, my turn.
Yeah. Because see, God will never come in and take over something that is already equipped you to do. So no wonder why sometimes we keep going back to the wheel and we keep bucking our toe and the same obstacles and same issues is because he's like, yo, I already given you the tools to overcome this. But no, you want a pity party and you want me to lift you up over the hurdle. No. If I lift you over it, how else will you be able to overcome the next hurdle and the next issue that comes? If you if you can't even be grounded enough to deal with the one that's in front of you. So it is important for us to understand that, listen, when you cannot see his hands, just trust his heart, no man.
All right.
Trust his heart. You have to trust his heart. When we finally got the place and we came in and we were like,
It
yo,
was COVID.
yeah, like we didn't, because we had plans like, yo, we're gonna have a big house opening
Yeah,
and
do the
we're gonna have
kitchen
party and we're gonna
and-
redo kitchen and we're gonna redo this and redo that, and then he's like, what, you don't know? Y'all don't even realize what's about to happen. And so boom, here comes COVID.
We actually got the key on March 20th. March 20th, 2020, right? Normally, you get a key from your lawyer and so forth. Because of COVID, no, that never happened. We actually got the key from the owner because we had developed a good relationship now with this person, right?
Yeah.
The next partner, and so him just drive past and give us the key, and we just tell the lawyer, I said, yes, we got the key, and because of COVID, there are certain things that I wanted to do, I couldn't do, but. Funny fact, we were actually waiting. We look at this house in June. We look at the house. It was June or July. I think it was more July because when we look at the house, it was a Saturday and you had rehearsal for convention.
Okay.
Yes, or maybe it was in June. That'd be in June, because it was in June. 2019, and we never finished everything till March of 2020.
Yeah.
That is what 6.
That's that's like almost 8 months.
8 months
Yeah.
trying to get one property.
Yeah. Cause we're like, okay, so for December we are moving our new house and we're yes. Nah.
No, that never happened at all.
That never happened at all.
And it wasn't any fault of the seller or
With
buyer,
with
it
properties,
was just-
sometimes these things take time.
when it turned to Christmas, everybody just go slow in the banks and government and
Yeah. So but when we got the property, it was good for us. I did most of the cleaning up and the painting and the
because we couldn't get the money to come paint our thing.
because of everything that was going on
COVID.
during that. We couldn't go shop like we wanted to go overseas and shop for the house and them stuff. So, and it was a challenging season, but when we got it, it was worth it. And that was a big win for us. Marking off our first property that we will own in our name was huge for us. Not just to the fact that okay, we get to own a house, but we get to break a generational curse of procrastination and being stagnant and not fulfilling your fullest potential. To be able to say, you know what, I did this. and this is something that my kids can have access to when they get older, and leaving a legacy, leaving something behind is a blessing, a great blessing. And like I said, it's a first of many properties that.
Right.
So the way I function is, once the door swing open, say, if the devil wanted to hold me down, he should have never allowed me to win not one time.
Right.
He should have never allowed me to achieve not one thing. Because what happened is, the way all my brain is wired, if I do it and you allow me to do it and I see that it's successful, then that don't only spill over to the next time, it spills over into other stuff.
Right.
So when I say I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, it doesn't matter what it is or how hard it is. And from then, I think learning how to drive was also a big win for me, because I would ask people like, "Yo, teach me how to drive, no?" And nobody would help.
Wonder why you mash up them car?
Nah, but it ain't even just that. Like, yo, at least offer. And so I went to learn. Paid my money and I book up on one drunken man where I tell me be a bad with my years and I know if he instruct properly. And I quit, because I was like, God, me not go pay my money. All of somebody else was think around come cause bad with that for me. And now that never work. So I ended up so when we got the first car, I ended up learning how to drive off of that car. And so it was a huge blessing. And I remember one day I was driving, and as I was driving, I was like, yo, you know, say I do this? Yeah, I do this, now, brother. Don't nobody teach you how to do XYZ. You learned. You get me learners, and Stephanie had her driver's license at the time. And so I would drive until I got to the point where when I got my license, it made sense to me.
Yeah, I remember what happened one time is that I had my license, but my license expired.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your learners, my license expired. That day, we had to I was going to work and I realized I'm gonna have to just turn the car up and Spring Road.
Make a U-turn and go all the way back to the tax office to get it done and get it dealt with. Because neither one of us had a legitimate license.
Mine would expire.
And I had a learner's. But see, I learned, and when I learned how to drive, and I drive good on the road, I not lick nobody, I say, but do this, man. And something just clicked. Boy, devil, you should have never made me figure out something could have. What you do? So Steph can tell you, anything in my life right now, I'm never afraid to take it on. Even in our business now.
So you don't want to conduct.
Even in our business now. we there's so many stuff that we're profiting from now that we invested in before. Mm-hmm. It might not even had made sense before, but in my mindset I'm like, okay, so if I can do this, then I don't have to go outsource it from anybody else. And once I don't have to go outsource it from anybody else, then this is a win for me, because it means that I'm going to be able to benefit in the long run. Walk on, Victor. Benefit in the long run. So it is always a blessing when you are able to learn stuff and to win. Yeah, it's the winning season. So that was a big win for me as well, is learning how to drive, because it became a ripple effect in other areas of our life. And so I'm excited about that and what is happening now and what is about to come. God is good. That's all I gotta say. God is good. So we're about to, okay, so even as we're about to put a wrap on it tonight, listen, we, just in case you've missed this will also be on YouTube. We're also streaming live on YouTube at D Murphy Music, so you can also go over there and you can watch that aspect of the show as well. Oh yeah.
Well, maybe it's a ceiling fan. That's the only
Yeah.
fan that is on.
Listen, it is it's embarking on summer. So we
And I get to understand that Dwayne makes the pick up everything.
yeah, so anyways, so listen guys, we appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight. We will definitely, so this is just a little taste, a little preview of some of the stuff that is to come. So we just wanted to come on here and we wanted to share some of our wins and some of our losses, even in our marriage. There's so much that we can't even. Exactly, place hot, yo. And then the rain starts falling outside, so of course
And I'm like,
we got to close the windows.
oh, the rain a fall. The rainfall this morning, the rainfall pretty much the entire week. And the place is just hot.
Oh yeah. See, I don't know about anybody else, but I
I think
wish.
there was an earthquake in 80.
Really?
Yes, since week I heard.
We need to watch out. Watch out. We need to
There
pray
was
about that
more
as well.
about it, oh God.
But you know, I think I'm gonna try it. The next time the rain fall, well, not tonight, obviously. But next time we had all the rain, you know, so I go to Nigerian. I'm going to go to Nigerian. Yeah, man. Cause when
what?
eh,
To do what?
just go walk in the rain and enjoy myself.
And then who look after you after that?
Who needs to look out for me? You know, bathe. You get sick when you bathe. The issue is when you bathe, you dry off yourself, right? So all we have to do is when we go out in the rain and we go enjoy myself. Cause we used to play a rain ball, you know, get sick, you just dry off yourself afterwards. So what I'm going to do is go out and just enjoy myself, man. Lay down in the rain, lay down on the lawn and the rain beat me, give me a body massage and thing. As long as the lightning, nah, you know. Once there's no lightning, I'm good. So that should no, because when I was growing up, we were able to, like, when the rain fall, you just go out in the rain, soap up, and you just go out in the rain and wash your head and all and something there. Listen, you don't live the life yet, man. We are talking about. See, listen. If you know anything about them lives, them good life, yeah. When rain a fall and you go and you just soap up and go to do and just wash off and enjoy yourself and you run up and down. There's nothing sweeter than rainball. Rainball, sweetest thing. Worse, skimmage, rainball.
Okay.
Sweetest thing ever. So guys, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us tonight. Listen, remember that we aim to uplift, to rejuvenate, to revive, to restore the youths here in our country and in the wider world. So if this is your first time, please go over and be a part of the village. Follow me. We go live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And we're going on YouTube too. So come next week.
Yeah, we're actually on
Yeah, we're actually on YouTube now. So if because we have so many persons that would say to me, bro, I wanted to come on, but I don't have no Instagram, or I don't understand how to function on Instagram. But when you send out the YouTube link, they just click on it and they go right to the video. And so just to create a bit more accessibility to the platform and to the show, so that's where we're going now. So look out for us. Listen, this has been your boy D Murphy and my lovely wife
Stephanie Murphy.
Yes, and we are live with the Murphys on YouTube. You can go and subscribe to our channel as well, live with the Murphys. And I'm actually live on my personal music page with it, which is D Murphy Music. And so that's it from us tonight. I want to go and eat some food and then go to my bed.
Yeah, well, I guess this is my final meeting for the day. So.
Anyways, guys, we love and appreciate you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Okay, baby, you can go sleep.
Oh, God.